YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Let's get this journey started. What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot a dryer. Client called me and said that after washing their clothes, they put it inside the dryer. They started the dryer, the drum rotates, but there's no heat coming out of the dryer and the timer knob is not moving. And I'm going to show you real quick. This is a Whirlpool. So just going through the motions, put the timer in here, started the dryer, and it's not doing anything at all where it's not warming up or it's moving the timer. So one of the things first you want to check is you want to unplug your dryer, and you want to make sure that even though it's starting whatever, that you have proper 220 volts coming in through your line here, and then also 120. So you're gonna grab your multimeter here and put it to the VAC. And it's going to start, and you're going to grab your two prongs in here. And this is a 3-prong dryer. So these two right here are usually your hot leads. So what you want to do is you want to put those in here. All right. When you put those in there, then you should have at least between 220 to 240. That's 244.7, which is still good. That means I am getting proper 240 volt in here. And then you also want to make sure that you are getting also 120 volt. So you're going to make sure you put one into your hot one and into the top one on your little L bracket one, which is considered your neutral. And you should be able to get at least close to 120. Hold on, it's a little bit difficult right now because I'm trying to record this while I'm doing this with one hand. Unfortunately, my camera, I won't be able to do this all by hand, but there you go right there. You got 122.6, which is perfect. So once again, it's once going to be in your hot and then in your neutral. So now we know that we have power coming in there. So next thing you want to do now is, I already have everything taken apart, but in here you have this panel on top, and then you gotta take all the screws off. It's a 1/4 inch. You take it off. These type of metal screws. All right. You take them all out, and normally inside here you're gonna see a diagram, which the diagram is right here, and I'm gonna explain all this how this works. And then you're gonna go ahead and also pull out the back panel, which is the back panel is already right here. All right, same thing. Take all the screws off, bolts, whatever you want to call them. All right, and then also in here you have this middle piece coming out here. All right. So to me, my suspicion is one of the things that can be is it could be a heating element, or it can also be your timer that is not moving. It could be at fault. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab in here your diagram, and you're gonna look at this diagram. I did a little cheat sheet because a lot of times I forget stuff. And when you look at this diagram, you're gonna come up here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check all these right here, which is explaining to me. Grab my pencil real quick. You're gonna see right here. It's gonna explain to me how each switch is supposed to be at. All right. So you're looking at this diagram right here. The lines right here. It means that it is closed. And I'm looking at my multimeter closed. I should be able to get zeros. And then you look at the other one, which is TMOR, which is orange. All right, and 2 motor. Okay, and this 2 motor white and black. And it should be open. So in the electrical world, when you're looking at a closed circuit, it means that your circuit right here, which is TM and WB, which is right here, all right, it's supposed to be closed. It means that this is going to be closed. That is meaning that current is going through. And then if you look at TM and OR, it is telling me that the circuit should be open. And here's an example of what it's going to look like right here. The circuit is open. No current is going through there. So that's what has to happen. So here is the timer, and I'm not too sure if you can see, but in here you have where you have W, B, O, R, V, and then you look down here, it's TM, TM, and then right here is R, and then BK. So normally what I do is take a picture of all this stuff right here, unless you have a very sharp memory, and go ahead and pull all this stuff. But keep in mind, before you even start anything with this dryer, before you pull out the back panels, make sure that your dryer is unplugged. All right, make sure that your dryer is unplugged. Then you're gonna come here and start pulling all this stuff out. All right, just pull them all out. All right, now when it's pulled out, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my multimeter. And this is for VAC. Now I'm gonna go for resistance. So I'm gonna go to my horseshoe. All right, so before I begin here now, I'm just gonna go ahead and touch them together to recalibrate it again. And 0.4. And keep in mind when I'm doing this resistance on this insulation stuff, you want to make sure that the most you can go is 2.4. All right. So I'm gonna go start off with the chart TM WB. TM's right here, and then WB. It's getting 11.3. And TM and OR. TM and OR is supposed to be open, so you should get 0 L, which it is. All right, so that was good. Next is going to be BK to BU, which is the V, which is BK, and BK is right down here. BK to V, and that circuit should be also open. And it is showing that it is open. All right, and then the next one's going to be BK to BU. So BK here to BU, and this is supposed to be closed. So I am reading 0.4. All right, and then the last one is BK to R. BK, and then R is in the bottom. All right, and that also should be a closed circuit, which I am reading 0.0 right now. All right, a suggestion too, if you want to, over here you can take these off also and just pull the knob off and then take the timer out. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave it in there like that, and I'm gonna show you some more troubleshooting as we come down here. Put my multimeter down here. A lot of people, what I like to do is when you hire somebody is like, for example, this is right here. All right, this is right here in your diagram. You start looking at your diagram down here. You got your heater, which here's your heater. Below right here is your actual heating element, and then you have your thermostat, your high thermostat limit switch, which is here. And then you got your other thermostat switch here, and then here usually this is the culprit one, the fuser. And but I'm gonna show you right now for continuity to make sure it's going from point A to point B. You put it right there. All right. And what you want to do is you want to same thing, tap these together. You hear that beeping noise? All right. So now what I'm gonna do is you're gonna grab a flat tip screwdriver. Right, and you're gonna come here and pull this out, okay? And when it pulls off, there's a little hinge switch right here, and it comes off. All right, you want to make sure you remove that, and then you're gonna go ahead and touch one of each side. All right, and I'm getting nothing at all. So to me, there's no continuity in there. Same thing for these. You want to pull the plugs out, you can. If not, you can just keep them in there right now and touch these. Hold on, it's kind of hard with one hand. All right, you see that right there? So you got good continuity there. You want to check these two also. It's good continuity. The culprit one usually is the one that here, when you don't clean your lint traps, whatever, this is mostly the one that is going to stop you from heating. And that's still showing good. It's good continuity. And then the other one down here, little old thermal switches in here. Come here on the bottom, the top. I'm trying to get it. There you go. All right, so we already know that you have an issue with your heating element also right here, because it's not doing anything. And just to show you, since I already bought one already, got the new one. Got the new one right here. And just to show you guys, I'm all about trying to do your own work and saving yourself money. If you were to hire somebody to come out here off the bat, it's anywhere between $60 to $75 just for them to come out here, unless you got some type of home warranty or insurance. But here is how much I want to pay for that. $50.72 for a new heating element. However, if you go online, you can get it for like $25 to $30. You can get it in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the continuity check down here. Ah, you see that? So it's definitely the heating element, some of the issues that we have. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and try to pause this camera here in a few seconds, but I am gonna show you how do you take off this heating element. The way you take off this heating element is down here. You have 1 and 2 sets you gotta pull out, and then you're gonna pull this down, pull this down, pull this down, and slide it like that, and then you'll be able to take it out. All right, I just took the 2 screws off. Just want to show you how you take this out. You come here. Be careful. These things are sharp, and just kind of pull it out. So pretty much you do a continuity test. It's going from point A to point B. So somewhere wrong this heating element, there's a break in that line. All right, and I'm going to install a new one, and I'm going to plug everything back together, and then I'm going to come back when I'm ready to op test it to make sure it's working fine and hot air is coming out. Before I put the cover back on, I just want to make a comment here. Is when you have good practice is when you finish, working on this dryer, all this lint stuff that was in here all around, you make sure that you want to, do a proper thing and clean it up and stuff like that, because keep in mind, this is a heating element in here, and any lint that possibly can get here somehow, you can start a fire. That's why you always got to clean your lint traps too. It's not dirty in here. There's your blower in here. Your blower, I felt inside here. I didn't really feel anything like dirty. Need to say, besides a couple spots here and there. You want to make sure too that inside here is clean when you take it out. Make sure it's clean and nothing like a bunch of what I call dust bunnies, of lint in there, because you don't want to start no fire. And it's good practice, and plus it makes your job look more professional, and that you really care about your services that you're giving to a client. And then up here also, I cleaned up to the best of my ability that I could, what I have. I just be careful when you're cleaning not to touch the wires, or or try to break anything in here, because these wires are kind of fragile if you think about it, the way things are made nowadays. And then also what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put this diagram back in here, so for the next person that might be troubleshooting this dryer, we'll have the diagram there. So I believe that I am ready to start this dryer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the panel in first, because safety first. Remember, there's a lot of electricity coming into here. I want to make sure I'm not going to hurt myself or anything like that. So I'm going to put the cover back on, and then before I connect everything back, I'm going to go ahead and start it to see if I feel hot air coming out of the blower or not. All right, before I start the dryer and plug it back in, I'm going to recalibrate and do a TM and WB again. And I did it again just to make sure, and I didn't actually have the leads put in the proper way. So it's reading 00.1, which is good. So overall, everything in here checked out fine. Everything's good. All right, got my panels back in. Everything's good to go. Got the plug plugged in. And I'm going to start this dryer now. Move my camera out the way. Start at 60. Start it up. I already checked it out, but make sure your stuff is clean too. Oh, let me tell you, I can feel that heat. I already feel it. I smell the heat burning. Smell the heat burning. The heating element's burning. So hopefully some hot air is going to be coming out here soon. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel it right now. It's starting to get warmed up. I can feel it right now. It's not it's definitely getting warm right now. And if you want to, you can see right there how it's glowing. That means that the heating element is on. It's doing its job. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting hotter right now. So that being said, to me, the op test is successful. And like I said before, you hire somebody to come out here and do it. They're gonna charge you off the bat $60 to $75 if you don't have none of that warranty that they cover for you. And you can just troubleshoot and do it yourself. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my content, subscribe below and follow me in my journey as I show you how to do car maintenance and home repairs.